Welcome back. You are watching Eagle News America. I'm Michael Hudson in Everett. 36-year-old Aljamin Santos works as a lead radio technologist in a diagnostic imaging center in Las Vegas, Nevada. Aljamin, or Amin, to his friends and family, has been in the radiology field for 9 years now. And being an essential worker, he knew from the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic that, given the nature of his job, he would eventually get exposed to it. It was only a matter of time. And he did. 4 months into the pandemic, he tested positive for the coronavirus. Today, EBC Sports International producer Aljamin Santos shares with us his story on overcoming this deadly disease. Aljamin, thanks so much for joining us tonight. I know we had a discussion this past Friday. Wanted you to be on the show to share your experience. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, we did, Mike. I'm feeling a little bit better. Definitely not 100%, but I feel like I'm getting there. I'm pretty optimistic.
That is good, and you look good. I remember you telling me you lost 12 pounds, so I guess blessing in disguise.
Yeah, kind of. I was trying to lose weight anyway, so why not, right?
Yeah, it definitely worked out. So can you kind of just give us, kind of a general overview of how, the testing, from the testing to when you found out, like what was it kind of an emotional roller coaster, or were you kind of even keel throughout the whole thing, or you could go into that a little bit?
Well, initially, it started with a fever. I thought it was just a normal kind of like going in from being in the cold to going into the heat, back and forth, being outside to going inside the hospital where it's really cold. I thought it was just a normal kind of like fever that we usually catch here in Vegas during the summertime. But I knew, a couple days afterwards, when I started to get chills, I started to get that feeling of not being well. It's kind of weird to describe, but the one thing that really stuck out to me was losing my sense of smell and taste. That right there, as soon as I spoke to the doctor, when I checked myself into the quick care, he told me that, oh, you lost the smell and taste. You might have the COVID, and I was just miserable in there. I was cold, and it was hard for me to really focus on my breathing and things like that. And, during the testing, it was just a quick throat swab. I was able to get my results within 24 hours, which was a really quick turnaround time for us here in Las Vegas. And then from there, it was just like, okay, what do I got to do? Get a lot of bed rest, drink a lot of fluids, and try to stay like mentally focused on trying to get better. One of the things that really, really bothered me was the fever. It got to the point where I was super uncomfortable and I couldn't sleep, and I love my sleep. And so when I become sleep deprived, I get super miserable. My thoughts start bouncing here and there, and you mentioned emotions going into roller coasters, and that kind of happened to me with a little bit of anxiety because, I wasn't sure how this whole virus was going to pan out, and when you're in the unknown, it's just really hard to anticipate when you're going to feel better, so for me, it was really tough trying to balance a lot of the things that I do because I'm such a busy person. I do a lot of things outside of work. I got a league that I run. I have friends and family that I constantly see on a regular basis. I cut hair. All those things were just like put to a screeching stop. I had to tell people, I'm sorry, I won't be able to cut your hair today. So I had to cancel all my appointments for the next 3 weeks just to make sure that I kept everybody safe around me. So,
gotcha.
Definitely a roller coaster.
Definitely. And so, as you say you're a really busy person. I follow you on social media. You are. I mean, you're an entrepreneur. Basically, you're doing so many things, very successful. So, you being sick, I mean, what really pulled you through the recovery? I mean, was there like a single thing you were focusing on? Or was it like a regimen that you put yourself through to ensure that you were going to be well? I mean, what made you stay so positive throughout the process?
I'd have to credit my wife to that. She's been the foundation during this tough time. I was really scared for her because, if she got sick, that means both of us are going to be sick. And our parents, they're within that range of being susceptible to the virus. So we would have nobody to really take care of us. We would probably have to check into the hospital. My wife was super helpful for me. She gave me a little bit of a push, like, you got to get up, come on, get up, go downstairs, walk up the stairs, go outside, get some sun, get some vitamin D on your body. Try to fight this thing, try to force yourself to eat. But I really credit my wife and some of my family and friends that reached out to me to check up on me. My coworkers were amazing. My managers and things like that were really concerned with me. So, I had a really good support system, and of course, my EBC family always, being there to cheer me up and keep me up to date on sports. So, that really helped that out too.
Definitely. So, obviously, whenever you contract the virus, you have to go into quarantine, right? So was it hard for you I know your wife was there most of the time, but was it hard to stay away from your other family members or friends and things of that nature?
Not so much. Not so much. Once I let them know that I was sick, nobody was like, "Oh, we should come see you." Nah. They're like, "Nah, we're good. We'll stay here. We'll wait till you we'll wait till you feel better."
I understand. Totally understand. So as far as, are you COVID-19 free right now, or do you have to get another test to just make sure you're clear to go, or how's that process?
Yeah, as of right now, I am clear. I'm scheduled to go back to work tomorrow, so I'm not too sure how I feel about that, but got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely. So, I mean, was there, a lot of people when they get sick or when they, face something as serious as this, there's a lesson that they learn throughout the process. Was there something that you learned throughout this process? Maybe it's something new or something like that while you're going through this whole ordeal?
Yeah, actually, just being in bed, being sick, you kind of realize what the most important things in life are. A lot of things that you would stress over, some of the minor things, become super minuscule, and time with family and loved ones is probably the most important thing to me. And it really showed during my sickness and being ill. And it helped me realize that we need to follow our passions because life is too short. We can't allow ourselves to be kept in a box, being unhappy if it's whether it's a job, a relationship, or just any type of situation. Life can go downhill, life can be gone in just a matter of minutes. So definitely do what's important to you, do what you love, follow your passions, and tell the people that you care about that you love them, and accept their love when they give it to you. So that's definitely what came to me during that sickness.
Amen to that, man. So, obviously this ordeal is not over. There's still people getting positive tests left and right. Do you have any advice for anybody who gets a positive test?
Definitely look for your support system. That foundation will help you get through it. There's a lot of different experiences of people who get the virus. It may be intense. It may be the worst of it. It may be very little. It could be you can have zero symptoms and have it. My only advice is that you take care of yourself. And when you come in contact with people, that you respect their space, that you show that same respect and keep yourself clean and sanitized if you have to go out. I know it's really tough being at home, stuck at home, especially if you're quarantined and you're out of work right now. But keep busy. I know a lot of people are following some of the things that they've always wanted to do, to take up an instrument, learn a new hobby, exercise, do whatever it takes. to get through the team, and just stay positive, and I believe we'll all get through this.
So does this mean you're going to be playing the trumpet pretty soon for us?
I don't know, man. You might be calling me Louis Armstrong soon. So.
Well, hey, thanks so much for your time, Amin. On behalf of the EBC family, we love you, man. We're so glad that you're doing well, and you're such a huge inspiration, such a huge piece to our team. So thank you so much for your time, man. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mike.